it's me, Renee. I'm back. So, right now, I decided I want to film a video on 20 books I want to read in 2020. I suppose it's a bit of a cliche, like in the year and then the appropriate or the equal amount of books you want to read. I debated if I want to do this video or not, and then I thought, you know what? I want to do this video, so I'm doing it. I was about to say something else also that I forgot about. Anyway, um, yeah, these aren't like the only books I'll read in 2020. Obviously, well, not obviously. Some people just read 20. Some people don't have a lot of time and they read slow, so they read 20 books a year and happy with that. I read fast. I read a lot. So 20 books for me would be like an abysmal small amount, very strange. So I'm gonna read more than these books. But these, sorry, but these books are, some books I want to try to get to. It's a mix of new books, it's a big mix of both new releases, books I just bought myself, and books I had on my TBR shelf for a long time. I do want to try to get my TBR shelf down. Like I said before, this whole shelf is TBRs. The books at the closest. The books here are like more present, current, and the books in the back, they're like, I want to get to them, but I'm not crazy about them. So yeah, and then there's those books over there, that's also TBR. And I haven't said this before, but also am a bit naughty. I actually have some books that are TBR books. They have like among the red books. Yeah. So yeah, there are a few more books that I haven't read that I want to read. But yeah. So these are 20 books from 2020. 20 books I want to read in 2020. And yeah, of course I'm gonna read more, but these are some I want to read. So let's get to them. And I suppose some of them are books. There's one comic book. So well, it's a comic book, but yeah, just so you know that. The first one, and I'm just gonna start randomly as usual. I don't like system and organization. I'm not good at it. Okay. The first one is Princeless by Princeless, The Raven, the Pirate Princess. It's by who writes this? Someone. Isn't it author? Yeah. Written by Jeremy Whitley. It's a spin-off of the Princeless series. I read the first Princeless actually earlier this week. I liked it. I felt it was a bit childish. But I already own this one and I got it for sale. And I think like Pirate Princess sounds so cool. Like I'm more excited for this one than the other one. And I want to get it. It's here. Yeah, I know. This book, Ink is Thicker Than Water by Amy Spalding. It will actually be a reread. I read it first, I think 6-7 years ago. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, I'm not completely sure, but I think I bought this when I was in Dublin. I was in Dublin for a trip 6 years ago, and I think I got this then. Sorry. It's a contemporary book. It's about family, so like it's very family focused, but it also has a romance in it. And yeah, I remember loving it, and I thought, you know what, I kind of want to reread you. So yeah. And then we have The Myth of the Explorer. I tried to get this last year for Nonfiction November, didn't get to it, so I want to get to it this year. It's not huge, and it's about explorers. So, Roar Amundsen and Scott something and Colombo and everyone, all the types of explorers. So yeah, this seems achievable. And then and I've then there is not another, the will be some. Then you have the first Norwegian book. This one is actually in Norwegian. It's not translated. It's Per Dør by Per Fugli. It's his own thoughts around death. He was a very words. He's a very well known doctor. He was a doctor for like just like normal like what's the word again, like all around doctor, not like specialty, like not like surgeon, but like everyday doctors. And yeah, he had cancer for I think like around maybe 10, 12 years, and he was given uh, he was told that he would die in like 1 year, half a year, and then he lived for 10 years. He did die 2 years ago. So that was very sad. But yeah, while he was diagnosed with cancer, serious cancer, he did a lot of talk and thinking about life and death and the health system and stuff like that. And this is his thoughts around death. And so yeah, curious about this one. So yeah, this I'll probably get to in non-fiction November. Might do it before, but yeah. Then you have another English book, The Last Unicorn by Peter S. Beagle. It's actually a fantasy classic. It came out years ago. How many years ago? Let me check a moment. Just curious how long ago it came out. 1968! So it's pretty damn old. Sorry, if you're an older person looking at this. It's not the newest. I said that because some people say like, oh, 2002, so long ago. No, it wasn't so long ago. Now you're making me feel ancient. So yeah, this one came out in 1968, so it's not recent, but it's not like the dinosaur age. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I think it's middle grade, but yeah, it's about unicorns and stuff. I don't really know that much about it, but I do know it's classic and it's well beloved. And yep, it's not huge. Yep. You have Lisa Jewell. Well, Lisa Jewell's author, but yeah, One Hit Wonder by Lisa Jewell. I read some of her books earlier, like a few years ago. Haven't read any of them lately, but I kind of want to get this one. I got this one for used from think flea market, used bookstore, not sure, from somewhere. And yeah, I want to get this one. It's Lisa Jewell, so it's sorry, so it's feel good ish standalone romance, adult romance. So yeah, I want to get that one. Yeah, I know now she usually writes crime, but before she just wrote more romance. Just more my stuff anyway. My taste anyway. Sorry. And then we have the best uh, Marion Zimmer Bradley. This is actually a very famous classic fantasy author. She started writing books like in the 70s, 80s, I think, like a long time ago. Not recent. The 80s isn't that long ago, but before my time. But yeah. Marion Zimmer Bradley is also an author that Richelle Mead really loves. And I love Richelle Mead. Well, most of her books anyway. So I want to get this one. I also got it from a flea market, so it's used, but it's still pretty good condition. So yeah. And then next up we have a moment. I'm just gonna remember something. Yep. And then we have Colin Dexter. This is the Bristol Woodstock, or in English it's called Last Bus to Woodstock. Colin Dexter is the author behind the Inspector Morse series. I love the Inspector Morse TV series. I haven't read any of the books, but since I love the TV series, I'm thinking I might try the books. Not huge, so yeah. But I have had this for a few years now, so yeah, I want to get to it. And we have the Rosie Results by Graham. It's not Graham, it's Graham Submission by that author. I really enjoyed the first book. The second book was fine. I had planned to read this but I read it in November, but I didn't get the book. I ordered the book, didn't get it from before December. So yeah, but I do want to get to it. I am intrigued about how this book is. I have a feeling it's the last book in the series. I think it is anyway. Not sure. But yeah. Then we have Rich People Problems by Kevin Kwan. It's the last. This one, no, it's the last in the series, Crazy Rich Asian series. I have enjoyed this series. I haven't loved it, but I've enjoyed it. And I think this size, mass market paperback, is so cool and fun. So, yep, I want to get this one. This one might get soon because it's romance. I actually plan to read only romance in February. So, yeah. Have to get the books closer. Sorry. And then we have this one, Nines Dagbook by Henriette Lind and Lotte Thorsen. This is actually, as you can see, the third in a trilogy. Well, the third book. I read the first book years ago. I think I read it. Yeah, pretty sure I read it. Not completely sure, but I think I read it. It's been described as British Jones for Denmark, which I would say it's pretty accurate, really. So if you like British Jones, you should try this one out. I'm not sure if it's translated. Probably could be. Anyway, yeah, I've read the first book. I think I haven't read the second book. So if I'm trying to get this one, I would also have to get to the second book. I can probably get that online or something, so it's not gonna be that hard. But yeah, I kind of want to read this one. Then you have the Eddie Dickens trilogy, so it's a bind up by Philip Ardagh. Ardagh. He's the winner of Roald Dahl Funny Prize. And Roald Dahl's books are real funny. And when people win prizes named after him, yeah, they're probably gonna be funny as well. It's a middle grade, and yeah, kind of want to get this one. I got a lot of middle grade books from a friend. I think maybe 4 or 5 years ago. A lot of the books at the closest to the wall are middle grade books. Some of them think like, I want to get you. Some think like, I want to get you, but not now. But yeah, this one sounds very fun. I want to get it. Sorry. And then we have The Beginning of the World in the Middle of Night by Jen Campbell. Jen Campbell is a she's a known booktuber. How do you find a very known? But she's a known booktuber. She's also written books. Duh. I actually have this on my currently reading on Goodreads. I started it and didn't finish it, so I plan to try to get to finish this one by the end of this year. It's not huge. I've heard mixed reviews about it, but yeah, I want to either DNF this or finish this one. And then we have The Royal We by Heather Cox and Jessica Morgan. It's the book that Lauren Graham wanted to write a movie for. I don't know what happened to that, but she started writing a script that years ago. If that's cancelled or just on hold in limbo, I don't know. But anyway, it's the story about American who meets the Prince of England. So it's kind of those royal romances. It's adult, and it actually has a sequel coming out this year, so that's kind of fun. And yeah, this one I'm thinking I'm probably gonna get to in February. Don't know, but I want to get to in February. And then we have sorry, Song of a Sparrow by Lisa Ann Sandel. It's a historical YA. I actually have this on my TBR for years, like on my own TBR for years. I just constantly forget about it when I'm like thinking about what to read. But I do want to read it. I do like picking up historicals now and then, as you know from other videos of mine. I think this is actually based around King Arthur, like King Arthur-ish time and stuff. And it has gotten good reviews, so yeah, I'll still get this one. I The Gilded Wolves by Roshani Chokshi. It's the first in this series. It's been described as Six of Crows, just in French, or in alternative France-ish. I've heard some people who didn't love it. A lot of people really liked it, and I want to get it. I want to get this year. Sorry. And then we have Banished by Liz Jaeger. It's a book I found in a charity shop, completely in the blind. I didn't know anything about it before. I thought it looked intriguing. I think it's why paranormal. I think maybe it's prophecies and werewolves, or just prophecies. I'm not sure. I think it's werewolves for some reason. A black heart's calling to banish evil and hold back nights. Ancient weapons. Doesn't say anything now about werewolves. Why did I get the idea of werewolf? I'm not sure. Anyway, I want to get to it. Then we have Brightly Burning by Alex Dunn. I wanted to get to this last November. I didn't get to it. I still want to get to it. I'm thinking might try to read it this year sometime. It's a retelling of Jane Eyre, set in space. So that's very cool. And then we have Dangerous Alliance by Janneke Cohen. It's a historical romance. I think it also has some mystery aspect to it, not completely sure. It came out last December, and the main character in this one loves Jane Austen, and in this book, the universe of the book, Jane Austen is a current author, so that's very fun. So yeah, I want to get this one. Now, only a few more books. We have another Norwegian here. Gravbøyen våkner of Sigbjørn Mostø. It's Norwegian fantasy. I think it's middle grade. It might be YA. I think it's middle grade or YA. As you would think. Norway doesn't have like 1,000 authors. Like, we don't have we have 1,000. We don't have all the population. Like, we're not a huge population. Actually, in Norway, we just turned 5 million 2 years ago. So we have like a small. We're like a small, big town in the rest of the world. So that's quite quaint, really. But we do have some authors. We do have them. And but most of the authors we have writes crime or write for adults. So it's fun that some Norwegian authors actually write fantasy. This man, he's been writing for, I think, maybe 10 years or something. I've heard about him. I haven't read anything by him. I got this from a friend 2 years ago, 1 year ago, something like that. And I wanted to get to him. Curious about it. So yeah. And then we have, and this one I'm just going to take in one piece, where we have The Offering, The Essence, the second and fourth, The Essence, the second and third book in a trilogy by Kimberly Jerting. It's a book around, it's a book set around high fantasy concept where language is important. I remember reading it first years ago, loving it. Never got to the last few books. I want to get them, obviously. So this is both like I want to read them and also like part of my plan of finishing the series. So yeah, I want to get this one. So these might show up in another video for me finishing the series. So yeah, that's that. And if you read any of these, comment down below. Or if you have thoughts, comment down below. And bye!